channel in Mie2Rin Daydream edition. So as you all know, today's topic is about can I have life like others? So what can I say? The definition of having life like others is like you're not being grateful of your own life, what God have gifted you, and you somehow not being so happy with your life because of some other reasons, some other problems that make you want to have life like others because you see others have a better life than yours. So yeah, that's maybe the definition that you guys think of. Well, I think the same. So move on. How and why did you guys can think of to having a life like others? Well, it can be simple, just like you guys think of your life have been so miserable and you doesn't feel any happiness in your life, but you think is like your life is completely not the way you want. Like you want to have a happy family, you want to have good friends around you, or you want to have someone to love you eternally, but you didn't get those, or just your exam grades is not really good like you expected, but others, they got what they want but you don't. So that's maybe the reasons why you want others' life and give up on your life. So I would say you shouldn't do that, because our life is precious because that's what God gave to us. He presented us our own life, the journey that He had planned to you guys, and He knows what He's doing. And trust me, the rainbow will appear after rain. So every sadness that you feel or you suffer, there will be always rainbow. There will be always happy at the ending of your journey. So you shouldn't be not grateful for what you have right now, because your life is precious. That's what make it different from others. Also, you should understand, sometimes we saw that others' life is much more happier than us, much more amazing than us, but you doesn't know what happened in the back. Like for example, you saw your friend having such a happy family, or being such a lovely girl with her family or something, but you doesn't know what exactly happened in their house, what exactly happened between their bonds, their relationships. You doesn't know what happened. Maybe there's something like they have to manage by their own to find some kind of good connections between them so they can create a happy family. What the thing is, you shouldn't seek, or like you shouldn't change your life to be others. Pretend that you don't be yourself, but you be like other people just to make just to feel that you have another life. But you just have to find your own happiness that's only around you. Just find it, because happiness is around, but you just have to find it. You don't have to wait for it rolling down to you guys, but you have to find it. You get what I mean? So there is so much way for you to be grateful in your life. Even though your life is not as happy as others, it's not as what you imagine that would happen in your life, but you should be grateful what you have right now, because that's what God gives you. That's what He already planned to you, and you just have to keep going. Don't need to lay back on, or you don't have to object what He already planned, because He knows the best. He knows the best for you, and you don't have to refuse. Just go on, because what God planned is the best. So there are some things, like simple things around you, that you have to be grateful of. For example, like you're having a family, and you should be grateful that you still have a family, because some of others around your age, or just age like still a kid, they doesn't have a family. So you should be grateful that you still have a family, even though it's not what you expect your family want to be. But you should be grateful that you still have your parents, you still have your siblings around you, and they always be with you, no matter how done you are, or they always be around you during your ups and downs, during your hard times. They always be there for you. And also your friends, maybe some of your friends is just talk shit about you, or just not being the way that you want, but that's who they are. That's who they are to make your life even more brighter than usual. Maybe you don't have that really good friends because of maybe they do something that you don't like, but that's them. You can't change them. So be grateful that there are someone else who still managed to be by your side, even though you're nothing, even though you have some sort of problems, but they still always be there for you, even though their attitude is not the way you want, but you can't change them. So be grateful that you still have friends. Other than that, like if you still have like pets around your house, you should cherish them, because for some reason, even though they're just pets, but you can cheer yourself up during your hard times. Like when you're sad, you play around with the cats outside or the dogs. You still can be happy. It's like you have to find your happiness instead of waiting your happiness to come. You should cherish yourself. For example, maybe you're not that clever, but actually you're clever. You just maybe slow learner, or just you need some more effort to be clever. And how could I say this? Just be yourself. You don't have to be others. You don't have to pretend that you a clever person just to get attention from others, or you pretend to be the hottest stuff in the school, the hottest girl, the hottest guy in the school, just to gain attention. No, just be yourself. Yourself is your identity, and it's better for them to know who you really are rather than you be others. Because what you be yourself is what people like. Stop pretending that you the cleverest, like you know everything in the world, and you pretend to tell others like, I know that. No, you shouldn't do that, because that's make people annoyed with you and they don't like you. Just be yourself. You should love yourself first before you love others, because your life, yourself is precious. Other than, because you're a limited edition, and no one could copy you. No one can be like who you really are. No one can have your special attitude. No one can have your special personality, because you are one are limited edition. So I think that's all for today, and I hope you understand why you shouldn't be or why you shouldn't have life like others. Trust me, your life is much more precious than others. Don't need to be others, just be yourself. So before I end this video, the quotes for this week is the purpose of our lives is to be happy. Yes, I know there's some sort of, you feel like your life isn't that great, but you still have some teeny tiny things around you to make you happy. So just find it. You will find your happiness. Just seek for your happiness. You don't have to wait for them to roll down and find you, but you should find them. So trust me, you'll find your happiness, and you'll find your life is much more precious than others. Just be yourself. Also, the topic for next week is Broken Promise by Mie2Rin. So hope you guys enjoy and get some motivation from this video. Yeah, don't forget, love yourself, love your life, and find your happiness. Bye.